Hey, everybody, the world's a better place because you are here to join us. My name is Matt Brown. I'm the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. It's a Friday, Feel Good Friday, November 14th, 2025. And we are going to recap what happened in this crazy world of ours. What was trending over the past week across sports, news, entertainment, and culture. And let's end your week off right and take you into the weekend with an awesome productive conversation. This is the Tweet Cap. And before we do that, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on all podcasting platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding the show across all social media platforms or on Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X and Twitter at Pod, TikTok at Productive Conversations, and Facebook at Productive Conversations. And as always, don't you forget to check out our friends at Magic Mind. This show has been brought to you by Magic Mind, the world's first productivity shop, where you do more and stress less. And if you're like me, who has so much going on in his life, so blessed by the good Lord above, and you have to go to work, you have to do a show, you have to see friends and family and be social, and then you have to pay bills and then go to the gym and then do errands. How do you do all of that without, going insane or if coffee's not enough? Well, Magic Mind is that solution. This green tea shot you take in the morning. Well, that has the ingredients of nootropics and adaptions and matcha. You take that every morning, and then you are more alert, have a less foggy brain, and you're in a good spot. You're in a good place in a good spot. And I highly suggest you take Magic Mind to make yourself feel A-okay. I've been using it, Ryan's been using it, and it's enhanced our life for the better. So do what me and Ryan do. Get that sharper mind, get a less foggy brain, and be more focused by going to magicmind.com/PCJune for 48% off your first subscription or 20% off your first one-time purchase. That is magicmind.com/PCJune for 48% off your first subscription or 20% off your first one-time purchase. Magic Mind, reclaim your brain. I have Ryan and Jose with me to discuss what was happening this past week. Also available, just to let you know, we have a UFC 322 preview with Jose and Dolo. That's available now on all podcasting platforms and YouTube. And hopefully this what Jose and Dolo talks about will result into you getting the bag, because UFC 322 is pay-per-view and will be taking place at Madison Square Garden in New York City this Saturday night. So check out check out Dolo and Jose's preview of the big event. But Ryan and Jose, it's good to see you guys, and I hope everything's all right. What's up?
Yeah, good to be here. Good to be here.
Nothing like being here on a Friday or Thursday.
I for one did
Thursday
not place
recording.
any bets, so I won't know if the UFC picks.
Goddamn, Ryan, just put $20. We got like fucking like $20 gets you like 2 G's. Easy. You can take your wife on a vacation.
Oh wait, are you serious? $20 for $2,000?
Yeah, something we did.
Well,
did
plus at 600, you'll get a plus 641 was one of them. I think the other one's like plus 5.
Yeah,
you'll even get more.
We had simple ones, and then we add one if you wanted to put $20 to make like a couple of grand.
As long as
that they're honestly doable.
You should tell me. Yeah, we'll talk, because I'm into $2,000. This will be it. By the way, if I hit $2,000 on a random whatever, I'm gonna end up just like the rest of us, just like the rest of my generation, addicted to the gambling.
Well, good news, because available on our Instagram and Twitter pages, we do have those parlays set for you to check out. So those are available now on our Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast and Twitter at ProdCavoPod. Also, next week, we will have our usual recap of the college football season, a Week 12 recap, and a Week 11 recap of the NFL season available on Monday. Then we have tweet caps for you on Tuesday and Friday to recap the biggest and the most trending stories of the week. Plus, this week, we're back with basketball coverage. It's me and Austin and Bach doing our first NBA show of the season. So that will be available on Wednesday. So good stuff. Lots to do, lots to get excited for. So let's get to it. All right, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, made some more big, elaborate proclamations to the American people. Number one, there's this idea of a tariff dividend, which is pretty much a stimulus check that could be coming to the American people. We'll talk about that in a second. There is the idea that we could have 50-year mortgages and a rumor of a 15-year car loan payment. Let's go through those to kick it off. Let's do it one by one, and let us all break down what's going on. Number one, the stimulus/tariff dividend check. Trump stated that Americans could receive payments of $2,000 or more tied to a tariff/dividend style mechanism rather than a traditional stimulus. The proposal is framed as giving, quote, everyone except high-income people a dividend from tariff revenue. Economics raise concerns because such payments could spur inflation, add to federal debt, and are dependent on actual revenue from tariffs, which is uncertain. So, let's be real.
Well, didn't they switch it from? Didn't Trump switch it from a check to now tax credit on your taxes?
I don't know. When I got this info
that's
3 hours ago,
that, by the way,
that's what it was told for me.
So supposedly the check idea, everybody's kind of like bullshitting on it, and then it went. And then Trump came back and was like, "Well, it doesn't have to be a check; it could be."
So all right, here's so here's the deal.
Right? Can you get that confirmed?
I'll look that up. But
Jamie/Ryan.
Let me look that up real quick.
But first,
the thing with the dividend check, though.
I was just on a selfish level. I could use $2,000, as all of us, and this would be allegedly for anybody who makes less than $100,000 before tax.
Wouldn't it be nice though? I mean, since the Democrats kind of fucking slaughtered them in the last elections, that they're trying to do some nice shit that's saying, hey, look at us. The Republicans did this for you. You guys, $2,000 check.
Well, it's good because they got rid of everybody's health care. But let me see here. So the thing that I have, the most recent thing that I have is from 5 hours ago. And it's still a $2,000 tariff dividend payment. So far it seems that they're still leaning toward the tariff rebate dividend payment for most Americans. And the specifics.
What a too good to be true statement.
The richest, most respected, blah, blah, blah.
Didn't he do this shit last year when?
Last time he was president, He's paid us
during COVID. Yeah, we got 2 stimulus checks.
And then one from Biden after that.
Wasn't there one where like, hey, if fucking Elon Musk and Doge found this?
Oh yeah, that just didn't happen.
Of course. This is the same bullshit that's about to happen. We're not getting fucking no damn checks.
No, I mean, so I'll say this is true.
Yes, I don't think you should depend on it to our listeners and viewers.
Yeah. So here's the thing, actually kind of funny. Here in Virginia, the governor here, he's on his way out. New governor's coming in, but he was elected right after Trump lost the presidency in 2020, right? And he pretty frequently sends us right around November, so come election times in the Commonwealth here, he sends us checks. And he always has a different reason for it, and they're very clearly bribes. They haven't worked yet, but it is kind of funny. That's what this is. If he sends it, it's not from tariffs, it's just from wherever he took the money from. Maybe that $8 million in SNAP benefits he refused to spend. And yeah, but my thing is, if he did switch it to a credit, right, like a tax rebate credit on your tax return, that would almost only affect the people he said would not be receiving this check, because most Americans who are making less than I mean, even if you're making $100,000 a year before taxes, by the way, I wouldn't even consider that high income. That's definitely decent income for sure, but before taxes. But most of those people, that and lower, we all just do standard deduction. You know what I mean? We don't take extra deductions 90% of the time unless we've got a ton of investments and we need to do specific things for crypto and properties. But again, if you have crypto and properties and stocks, you probably aren't in that tax bracket. So the only people who would benefit from a tax credit are the wealthy that he said won't be receiving this rebate. So that's kind of fun. No matter what he does, I think it's going to be, well, I don't think he's going to do anything. But if he did do something, it's more likely to be that tax credit. And bless you, most of the people who we promised to spend $2,000 to aren't going to receive even a tax credit back because they don't itemize their tax returns.
Man, whack. Absolutely
I
whack.
agree. But hey, if I'm wrong, you know where to find me, IRS. Send me $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who wants to now switch it up to the 50-year mortgages? The administration,
wild.
The administration via the Federal Housing Finance Agency Director Bill Pulte is reportedly exploring offering 50-year mortgages through government-backed entities. The pitch: long-term equals lower monthly payment, more affordable home ownership, and more smiles to our faces. An example: a $300,000 home at 5% interest. A 50-year term reduces the monthly payment compared to 30 years ago. The drawbacks: more total interest paid over time, obviously. For example, going from 30 years to 50 years can nearly double your interest costs. Slower equity buildup. With the 50-year loan, much of the early payment goes to interest. So after 10 or 20 years, a homeowner still owes much less of their home compared to a 30-year loan. And it does not fix core housing supply issues. Many analysts call the idea, quote, a band-aid rather than a long-term solution. Trump's own tone, he downplayed it a bit. He said, quote, you pay less per month, it helps a little, end quote, which may signal he knows the risk and is getting the pushback.
That's wild.
50-year damn mortgages.
50-year mortgage. So this is like, to me, this is asking, and I mean this, asking for another housing crisis. Because people, no, I'm so
reading
serious.
that, I felt like I was reading The Big Short.
Right. So, because you got someone who can't afford a house who says, I know, I will just pay on it longer. But bills and other things, those are going to go up. And if your earnings don't go up along with the price of everything, now you can't keep the electricity on. Now you can't keep up with your payments. That to me is a big problem. But also, I think the main problem and the bit that this administration in particular has never had a good answer for. Just today, J.D. Vance blamed 30 million illegal immigrants for this. The example they used was for a $300,000 home. If they could find a $300,000 home in Northern Virginia, comment in the comments of this video. Send it to me because I just bought a house here in Virginia. There were no houses for $300,000. The cheapest houses were at least 100K above that. The cheapest houses were 100K above that. There are condos that cost more than $300,000 in this area. So, yeah, sure. You can make a really low monthly payment if you pay over 50 years on a $300,000 home. But guess what, dude? There is no $300,000 home. So you're getting a $700,000 home, but you're using the same logic of, oh, well, it's lower payment. Now you're screwed. And now, with a 30-year mortgage, 5 to 10 years in, you can refinance at a better rate. You go 5 to 10 years in a home that's got a 50-year mortgage, you're not getting a better rate. You haven't even finished paying off your interest yet. You're not even close. To me, it isn't a fix. I think Band-Aid is generous. I don't think it's the dumbest idea he's ever had. And, I mean, he's had a lot of really dumb ideas, so it's easy to be one of the better ones. But I just really don't think it will help. Like, it's a nice thought. Oh, people can get in there with the monthly payments. But honestly, building the capital is the problem that you need more than anything. Most people I know can make their monthly payments because they have to pay rent. They can't save up hundreds of thousands of dollars to pay for a house. And that's where the loans come in. And that means if you're not fixing the loans, if you're not capping interest, then you really are not helping. Like not helping with the you're not helping with the core problem, which is people don't have the capital to put in to buy a house.
Whack again. But that would be nice, right?
I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think 50 years is a good idea? I mean,
shit. So it's a tough world out there. I
think you can get
I think it's just a clown ass comment that will move in the news cycle in a week. I think that's just an asinine idea.
Yeah, but there's people in the hood that would go for it in 2 seconds. Once they see the payment, they don't think long term, they think short term.
Like right, but that creates long-term pain for them.
Yes, but they don't see that because they're more worried about the now, not the future.
No, yeah, but in 10 years they'll see that.
Yeah, 10 years would be too late, but in their minds, it's like I got a house overhead instead of being in the ghetto. So
I mean, I suppose
it depends on where you're at. Really,
what are you gonna pay? $20 a month?
No, it'd still be more than that. But
it'd still be more. But I mean, for some people that are living in houses, and some people,
100%. I mean, listen,
they'll eat that up in 2 seconds.
Sorry, go ahead.
But no, go ahead. You're good.
I was gonna say I would love a lower payment. My payment is too high. We have a high payment.
The house is too damn high. The rent is too damn high.
The rent is too damn high. That's right. But the reality is we need to build more houses. That will lower the overall, which means your 30-year mortgage will be for a less amount of money. If we make that $300,000 house a real thing, and God bless, we can make a $250,000 house a real thing again, like it was back when our parents were buying. Suddenly, a 30-year mortgage, which is, by the way, that was designed for those prices, is manageable. Now you don't have a crazy payment over 30 years. 30 years is supposed to be such a ridiculously long amount of time that there's no way your payment is going to be really high. But we have made housing so hard to fucking get in this country that even 30 years, the price is so high. So we need more houses. And we need the houses not to be owned by people who are going to turn them into Airbnbs. We don't need everybody to own 3 houses when they retire from their hedge fund. We need real housing that's available for real people who are really working and trying to start families. That's what we need. And that's if the government wants to fix the costs of housing and wants to get people lower rates of housing in terms of their monthly mortgage, providing more houses in the market so more people can buy at a lower amount and avoid bidding wars is the first, second, and third step.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the last thing that was brought up, the idea of the 15-year car loan.
Yeah, this is the most stupidest one out of all of them.
There have been viral claims that Trump or the administration is pushing for, quote, 15-year car loans as a new policy. However, fact checks show that this is false. There is no formal announcement. The idea is likely a meme or satirical. That being said, the larger trend is car loan terms are in fact increasing, often for 72 months up to 84 months, and delinquencies are in fact rising. Extended terms make sense for buyers wanting lower car payments, but they come with major downsides like higher total interest and the risk of being, quote, underwater. Right. Knock on wood, I'm 4 payments away from paying off my car. I bought it in 2019. It's 2025. The loan will be finished in 2026. I think we only had to extend it 2 months in the whole time. That would be bizarre. I mean, my car's payments is what it is. It's fine, I guess. I would say everything's too high, but I can manage it. But that's such a bizarre thing. 15 years.
You don't have a car for 15. Like, we just gotta be so real. True. You're not gonna have a car in 15 years.
Like one single one. That's a tough one.
Like, come on. Yes, maybe one person or two, some people on occasion will have a car for 15, 20 years. But most people are switching that thing out every 10 to 12 years. And that's high. Some people switch it out as much as every 6 years, 5 years.
I was about to say I do mine every 6 years.
So a 15-year loan just
Yeah,
means
so
you're
see,
gonna
there's me. Mine's about
yeah,
just under six
right.
years.
So you're gonna buy a car for 15-year loan, then you're gonna sell your car in six because it's no longer, it's an old car now, it's 6 years old. But guess what? You still got 9 years left on that
Ha
car you
ha ha
just
ha.
sold, dude. That's insane because again, you're only paying interest, which means the value of the car is still owed. And guess what? A car, unlike a house, decreases in value. So 6 years in, all you've paid is interest. You still have the entire principal on your loan, and the car is worth half of it. So you sell the car for half. That means you're on the hook for the other half of your car payment for the next or not 15 at that point, next 9 years. So I'm glad that one's not real because I was gonna go in on that one. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm a little bit bummed that I can't completely lose my mind. But for anyone who was like, "Oh, that's a good thing," no, it's not.
Unbelievable. Well, that's what we have there. Let's move on to other things. All right, I'm ready for this interesting conversation, my friends. Meghan Trainor, you remember Meghan Trainor?
I do.
I think is it fair to say she is technically a one-hit wonder?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah, she really has the one big one. She's got some other little things that came up and down, but yeah,
Yeah,
all
dude,
about the bass, right?
dude, you know when that song came out?
What was it like 6 years ago, 7 years ago?
No, that song's 11 years old, Ryan. All About
Wow,
That Bass came out in June on June 30th, 2014.
man, the Spy Kid was still a kid then.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's her husband, huh?
Yeah, I know.
This is Meghan Trainor now.
Oh,
When she first went on the scene, to the when she first went on this scene and then now she's lost a lot of
oh,
weight, as
Zempic.
you can see.
Yeah, I was
All
just
All
gonna
right.
about
say that.
that bass, about that bass. Oh, Zempic. All about that
All
bass.
right, we can see for those watching on YouTube, she lost a lot of weight. Meghan Trainor rose to fame with their song "All About That Bass," which celebrated body positivity and fuller figures. Now she has a new look. Recently, she unveiled a dramatic transformation with a slimmer silhouette, which surprised fans. Social media's reactions range from praise to confusion. Some say she lost that base, and some raised questions, and some raised questions about positive, and some raised questions about body positivity. How do we define body positivity? Originally, it is meant to embrace all body shapes. Now we have transformations and choices. I mean, how do they interact? Some commentary suggests her change undermines the message. Quote, her weight loss is the final nail in the body positivity coffin, because we've seen people like Lizzo promote body positivity. She lost weight. Amy Schumer's come out with a slimmer look. She also promoted body positivity. Others argue health, personal choice, self agency. A person should reshape their body if it makes them feel better and,
Sure.
most importantly, be healthier. Is the spotlight on the transformation itself rather than the person behind it, or are we still valuing change over stability?
I think the problem is we all assume that this bitch is on Ozempic, so she cheated. There's
Right.
one thing. There's one thing to be
Yeah.
like if you post it, like your trials and tribulations on trying to get fit and better lifestyle. There's another if you just went from all about the base and then I came out and you're flat.
So
So
I have a couple of things about this. One, I think I will say I think she's been losing weight. That was clearly Ozempic. I want to put that out there. I'm not being naive, but I'm saying the first Meghan Trainor picture, the one that like we put next to the most recent one, certainly is jarring, but there's the middle Meghan Trainor over the 11 years since that song came out that is smaller than the first one. She did on her own before, Minjara, Ozempic, and all that stuff became a thing, lose a decent amount of weight. So I want to put that out there first. But secondly, I think there has to be a change in the way we as society talk about the whole body positivity thing. I won't pretend that it certainly seemed like it was just people who were overweight celebrating the fact that they were overweight.
Yeah, using it as a shield.
Sure, it probably shouldn't have been about that. Because there are general health risks with being certain sizes. And those are not uniform across the board. Those depend on your age, your gender, how tall you are, how short you are. Those are all things that matter in your overall health. But it did seem that we were sort of saying, big is fine. And in fact, it's beautiful. Big is beautiful is a big part of that. We probably shouldn't have gone that far. I won't pretend that we should.
Oh, definitely. It is showing a lot of contradictions, and a lot of people look stupid promoting that.
So that being said, I do find it odd, the obsession online of people who are trying to capitalize on the fact that these people are skinny now. And this is where me and Jose differ. And again, I'm not on Ozempic or any of those things.
Wegovy's another one.
Yeah, Wegovy, right. I'm not on any of them, but they're real. They exist. Doctors give them out. So this cheating thing is, frankly, a figment of society's imagination. We can decide, oh, that's not the right way to do it. And we are certainly within our rights to say that. Like, that's fine. But that's a rule that we've imposed. You, me, and Matt. We've decided, oh, that's cheating. There's no rule. There's no rule in life to how you look a certain way. You just do what you want. As long as you're happy, then you do what you want. And you're not hurting nobody. So the cheating thing, I think we need to cool on that. Not because it's mean or whatever. I actually don't care about that. Hold on. Not because it's mean or whatever. I don't care about that. But because it's creating this weird thing where it's like, no, be fat. I mean, essentially that's what we're saying. It's Meghan Trainor, Lizzo, Amy Schumer. You're not allowed to be a healthy body weight. Now, again, we're using this, but you cheated, but they're a healthy body weight, which is the point. That's why that's the person who should be taking the medicine. It should not be going to people who are already underweight, who want to have this ridiculous skeletal look because I don't know why. So I think that the cheating thing is weird. I think we can critique the body because it's not cheating, Jose. What do you mean it's not cheating? They're not in a competition.
It's not, here's the problem. Here's the point. But you want to
can't cheat if you're not in a game.
But don't come posting like, look at me, look at all the hard work I did. There's a difference. There's a difference.
But who said they did that?
Okay, they do that, right?
But they didn't. They just went out in public.
Like the Lizzo, and it is kind of funny. Lizzo and Amy Schumer, now her.
Look at Lizzo, look at Serena Williams. Look at all these motherfuckers coming out. Look at me, look, new me, new year bullshit.
But that's still true, though, Jose.
It's not.
They lost a whole human being's worth of body weight. It is a new year and a new them. Yes, it is.
But here's the problem. You can do that, but who don't respect, and we're not going to respect you for it. Period.
Again, none of these people need Jose's respect, and that's the point that I'm trying to make.
No, but you're going to get judged. It's like the same motherfuckers that take steroids. Right. It's the same shit. At the end of the day, people are taking steroids because they want to look fit, they want to have muscles, blah blah blah. Cool, dog. Nobody's going to respect you if you go to the gym. If you go to the gym, Ryan, and you are not natural, if you're not natty, you lose respect no matter what the fuck you look like. You can be doing the work.
But there's a difference, Jose. And the difference is taking steroids to look better, to look stronger, has absolutely no health benefit. None. You are not healthier for taking steroids. No, healthier. I didn't say stronger. I said healthier. You're not healthier for taking steroids.
Well, that's your opinion. Well, does not steroids help you with recovery? Yes or no?
Sure, if you're injured. Well, that's what we're talking about, right? We're talking about, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about if you want. You just said if you want to look, if you have a sports injury and you're prescribed steroids to recover faster, then that's a separate thing. But my point is, losing 150 pounds is never going to be bad for your health unless, of course, you were only like 200 pounds, in which case it's very bad.
Yeah, I love your theory, Ryan. We don't know what the long-term side effects of Ozempic is.
I agree with that.
Once you stop taking Ozempic and you don't properly know what you're doing, you will gain that weight and more.
Right. So I don't disagree with you, Jose. But Jose, heart health increases, Jose. That's just a scientific medical fact.
You're medically fact, but you would constantly need it. You would need Ozempic for the rest of your life.
The alternative is dying of a heart attack, Jose.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying, right?
I understand what you're saying, but the problem is if you're not properly, couldn't you just learn how to eat properly?
You could, but it's hard for a lot of people. It's very hard for a lot of people.
If you fucking know you're about to go fucking kick the back of your one foot out the fucking door, should be hard.
It's not even close to as easy as you're making it sound, and that's okay. I'm telling you as someone who has had these conversations.
I know it's easier said than done, but it just takes a little bit.
No, in all seriousness. I
do agree with that it is hard, but once you get in a groove, it's hard to go back.
Once you figure it out, if you look at me, I have lost 30 pounds in 3 months. Why? It's not that fucking hard. Yes, but it's not that fucking hard once you figure it out.
Again, as someone who has been in the room with doctors having these conversations, and as I said at the beginning of the segment, I have not taken any of these substances.
Thank you.
For the reason that Jose, specifically you said, I think that the science is too new and I'm too young. If I was older, it'd be a different conversation. If the science was around longer, it'd be a different conversation. But that combination of things has me disconcerted, and that's why whenever the doctor suggests it, I disagree with them and I push back. But these conversations are real, and they're happening with real people. And I'm not saying Amy Schumer and Meghan Trainor and Lizzo are those people. Because can I be real? If I had their schedules, I would look great. Because you can add 2+ hours in the morning and 2+ hours in the afternoon with a personal trainer that you could pay handsomely to help you get into shape and to help you with your meal prep. You could you could do all these things. I'm talking about normal people. Normal people who don't have that same capacity for a number of reasons. And those are real people. I know because I'm in the room just like they are with their doctors.
Where it happened.
Right. When we talk about cheating, right? You talk, this is cheating. That's not helpful to them. Because what you're mad at is that you had to see Fat Lizzo tell everybody that fat was fine. That's what you're mad at. You're not mad at the person down the road who started taking, Wegovy. That's not who you're actually mad at. You're mad at the fact that you had to listen to people who you believe are now being hypocritical. But the reality is that sort of stigma around this, again, every pound loss is literally saving years on your heart's health.
They should just come out and say that too. That will help at least.
Well,
ease the tension.
These people
just say, hey, at first I thought this way, then I realized I was risking my health, so I went in this direction instead.
I agree, Matt. They'll never do that because it would be going back on what they said the first time. I agree with you. But I'm saying from our perspective as people, we are so keen to try and point out this is bad, this is bad. It is not. I can't stress enough. Obviously, there needs to be more work done on it. Obviously, doing all of this naturally is definitely the best way to go. And frankly, even if you do end up on a Wegovy or an Ozempic, you need to start eating better. You need to start doing more physical activity because, as Jose pointed out, if you ever go off of it and you're not prepared, you're going to end up gaining all of it back and more. That is scientifically proven. Studies have shown that will happen. And so Jose is not wrong, but there's the short term and the long term. In the long term, yes, we need to train people to be better about their health and their nutrition. But in the short term, we can save people's lives. And adding a stigma to the medicine that we've invented that quite literally does that, I think is not worth it just to make Lizzo look a little silly. Because again, Lizzo doesn't need our respect. She doesn't give a fuck about you at all, or me, or Matt, as an example.
It's not about respect.
We're going to ignore her for a minute and focus on our neighbors who are worried about taking this because of a stigma. And all that's going to do is leave their kids or their grandkids without a person that they love for no reason. That's what I want to focus on.
I understand your point, but those same neighbors don't have $500-$800 every month to go. They're barely paying their fucking bullshit. That's my problem.
They need the 50-year mortgage.
They need a 50-year mortgage. No, I agree. And guess what? It should be cheaper.
Yeah, you got to go to fucking Costco and not
just
or Canada, Costco in Canada.
Meghan Trainor's, Meghan Trainor's doing the best, not addressing the elephant in the room
because she already knows she can shit it on for it. She says she missed that shit.
Like, how could she sing all about that bass? Not that she needs to care, but yeah, you'll just be like, hey, look at this person singing all about that bass.
The bass was meant to be about her rear. More than anything, actually.
Well, if she's on fucking YOB or whatever the fuck it's called, that bass is flat as fuck right
Well,
now.
I've not seen it, but I do believe
and it's for somebody who's, like we said, a one-hit wonder, whose one hit was 11 years ago.
Yeah, but ain't she on TVs and TV shows?
Yeah, she's a little bit more famous. She's a little more famous than Matt's giving credit for. But
is she a reality star? I don't know.
Yeah, she does some influencer stuff. She's done a couple songs for like movies or whatever. She's got commercials. She's around enough.
You guys already know if you watch the podcast or listen to the podcast, you know, out of three of us, who would know more? It would be Ryan.
About Meghan Trainor? Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Fuck out. Like, you think me and Matt ever go and be like, hey, let's...
Yeah, well, that's why I'm here. I thought I was the Caucasian correspondent.
The one thing I embrace with the thing I embrace with my feminine content is Sex in the City. I'm actually 3 episodes away from finishing the original series. That's
wow.
Yeah, damn, you went through that.
You've been going after it.
I mean, it's only 20-minute episodes, 30-minute episodes. About 94.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. 94 episodes, 30 minutes each. It's easy. I think you can talk about it later, but what's interesting about that show is I don't necessarily... Sometimes, even certain comedy and drama shows where I watch and I'm like, wow, I'm really getting this story. This is a great story. I'm learning a lot about the human condition or humans being humans. That's not necessarily this. This is 4 single ladies just using New York City as a sex playground, and then they just get married at the end, which I guess happens to most people. That's the show.
That's most people's lives, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I mean, them and Entourage were the same exact show, and they're feeling like the endings are feeling the same. So, it definitely
I didn't like Entourage that much, but I liked it better than Entourage. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like, it's season 2 to 4 is the peak, and I'm just like watching. Like, I don't really care how it ends. I mean, you know how it ends, and I still have 2 movies and a spinoff, but it was definitely worth going, and I did enjoy it. It'd probably be like a top 15 favorite show.
I think that's a fair place to put it.
And there's definitely stuff better from the earlier seasons than the end, but I mean, it was an interesting time to write and that show to come out. Like, HBO's brand new at the time. Well, they were around, brand new original content. So
that was a new experiment. That they jumped into the prestige television, quote unquote. Right?
I wouldn't even see that was prestige. I mean,
that's true. It probably wasn't.
No, not really. But what was interesting, again, is just so many girls love that show. They love talking about those characters. Love it. This is true. I've never in my life have had a show spoiled more often when I bring up Sex in the City. Well, did you get to this part when this specifically happened that does make a difference in the plot of it? No. What's wrong with you people? I still want to know organically.
What is the middle between a sitcom and prestige TV though? Like, what is the middle?
I think just a show, to be honest. Like Californication, Entourage, Sex in the City, How I Met Your Mother.
Well, How I Met Your Mother is a sitcom.
Oh, I'm saying shows that are like not prestigious, but they're good shows. Like good. Yeah. I want to say they're cult shows, but they're influential in their own way, but not on the Breaking Bad, Mad Men's, Sopranos level. If we want to go with a comic, Curb Your Enthusiasm, I do think is on their level. So, yeah.
People say Arrested Development as well.
Yeah, I've never seen Arrested Development. That's like on the top.
And I've heard that. Yeah, I like that show. I've not seen all of it, but I've heard
in the middle tier of that.
Okay.
That's what I thought I was gonna get. That the way people
Arrested Development or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, Curb Your Enthusiasm. It was just a really good show. Like it's a perfect show to watch in the background. But there's really no substance to it.
I think the setting is the substance in that case. I mean, that's what I got from it. Granted,
I've
not
seen
see the
every New
last
York show ever.
Right.
So
I didn't see the last 2
what is
seasons.
New York as a character at this point?
No, I know, but I think at the time, the ambiance was supposed to be the point. Supposed to be very modern for its time. But anyway.
And it's also very dated for not being.
Well, now, yeah.
All right, interesting. We do have to talk about one more body image thing.
Oh, good.
Kris Jennar. Oh boy, okay. I honestly was avoiding talking about this, but I was like, I can't avoid it. I have to be true to the show. We obviously, especially when I have to bring up a Kardashian viral story. Oh my god. I'll admit it. The Kardashians are my least favorite people to talk about on this show. That's saying something. But we have Kris Jennar, 70 years old, guys. Right? She's 70 years old.
Yep.
So Kris Jennar has a new look. She does not look 70 years old anymore. Let me show you what she looks like right now for those who watch on YouTube. This is a before and after. Look at that. Not one wrinkle. This is a 70-year-old woman. She looks 25. That creeps me. The thing is,
she doesn't look 25. She looks like a piece of plastic.
True that too, but I mean, it is better versions of.
Listen, I'll still smash.
I don't know, bro.
I think she looked fine, normal.
Exactly, she very much did. There's something. I mean, I'd have to ask. To be fair, an elderly person, but it seems to be a privilege to be old, and she doesn't want that. But Kris Jennar, at age 70, has revealed a refreshed appearance ahead of her 70th birthday, and she told the world this plastic surgeon who gave her the facelift, Dr. Steve Levin. So Stephen Levin, bro, is set for life after this.
I mean, good job.
Oh, you know it.
She openly discussed the rationale, feeling like, quote, the best version of herself. She said, quote, just because you get older, it doesn't mean you should give up on yourself. But for me, this is aging gracefully. It's my version. That's an actual quote. Media reports say she spent 6 figures to look younger and underwent aesthetic enhancements.
I think she looked fine before.
Yeah, exactly. She did age gracefully here.
Yeah, I would say that previously, before this, she was aging gracefully. And again, I get you want to dye your hair, you want to do a little touch up.
I mean, this picture here,
full on.
She looks just like her daughter, 30 years old.
Yeah.
Look, that's nuts.
No, I agree.
I mean, who are you trying to impress? I saw
her daughter.
Her daughter. That's what she's doing. Doing this all for her daughter. She's really this famous because of OJ. That is so bizarre. Like the domino.
Her? No. Yeah. She's famous because of.
Well, no, that's what.
Wrong J. It's Rachel.
No, wait. But the OJ trial introduced the Kardashians.
Yeah, sure.
In a way.
But,
I mean, the very, very, very beginning.
But it was Ray J who
I mean, yeah. And there's that rumor or conspiracy that she's the one who said, you should put a sex tape out. But
well, that's Ray J saying that shit.
Smart. If it's true, it's smart. It worked. Right?
Definitely did. Didn't work for Ray J though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, my assumption is there might be a little bit of like in the middle where they were already hooking up. They may have already filmed it.
Well, they were in a relationship for months before this.
That's what I'm saying. Like they were already doing it. They may have already filmed it. And, Jenner was just like, well, what if we use this relationship that you're in with a famous person to, extract a little social capital? And that's what they did.
You also remember this is during the Paris Hilton bullshit. So, and they were like, hey, look at Paris Hilton, how she got fucking reality TV's shows out the galore. I mean, it can happen to us, and look what she gets, the whole fucking family.
Yeah, no, it actually 100% worked to perfection. So maybe we should say, hey, you know what? It's fine.
Because at the end of the day, they had to sign off on it. So, I mean,
it's such a weird story. I'm glad their fame is dwindling, but I mean, this helps them.
Do you think it's dwindling?
I mean, I know that's why I said despite this story, but like Kardashian, I guess she had a reality show that came out that
on Hulu.
Flop.
I
very
think-
bad.
No, it's not a reality show. It's a TV show where she's a fucking lawyer.
Yeah, she's an actress.
And she failed. She's like, it's a narrative.
It's
a narrative.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jose,
we talk about celebrities we don't respect. It's hard to respect the Kardashians. Like, and I still try to think: is there really a time that people are like, I am inspired by these queens? They make my life better. Like, that's what's interesting.
I mean, maybe Kylie and Kendall. I mean, they try not to get in the spotlight, or they just stick to what they know.
Exactly.
My thing is, I think their fame is morphing. They're going from like active reality TV stars to more of like
influencers,
frankly, like socialites and influencers. Like they are just famous. No, seriously.
No, I know. I agree with you. It's just a stupid.
Yeah, it's honestly it's a throwback. We don't have socialites anymore, really. But I feel like they're kind of in that spot now where they're not really famous for anything particular anymore, but they've been famous a long time. They're pretty, still pretty viral when they need to be, and they got plenty of money.
I will say, I thought if anybody could rig the California system, it'd be them, but she didn't pass the bar. So it's nice to see. It's nice to see California stand on business.
You can take it again. They're not barring her, so she got another shot if she wants.
How many shots do you have of that shit? Didn't she try it twice already? I genuinely
don't. No. This was her first attempt. Can I ask you?
Is there? I mean, who is like if you're someone's in legal trouble, you're like, who I should ask to get me out of this? Kim Kardashian. Is there really a person who thinks that way?
She'll end up being more or less like. She'll probably be more involved in like causes and like advocacy groups as their lawyer because she brings cameras. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That would be my guess.
I don't like this. Oh well, good for them, I guess. All right, let's get to business. Let's talk about some more important things like sports.
That's right.
Guys, Nico Harrison 9 months ago became the most famous GM maybe of all time in the NBA. Well, his reign as the GM and president of basketball operations for the Dallas Mavericks is officially over. Nico Harrison was fired after 3-8 start to start the season. Obviously, one of his big controversies was he made the blockbuster trade of franchise star Luka Doncic, trading him to the Los Angeles Lakers, and the heavy backlash that caused changed everything. Literally at the moment, and maybe even now, the worst trade in NBA history, maybe the worst trade ever in sports. Reports say that the minority owner, Mark Cuban, had been making his case for a change due to direction concerns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, direction is the loser's bracket.
And I mean, Nico Harrison traded Luka Doncic, and the big piece in return was an injury-prone and aging Anthony Davis, who's been hurt. Kyrie gets hurt, and Luka Doncic, so far, without LeBron, has been doing pretty great with the Lakers. And Nico Harrison, man, not only trading Luka, he traded Jalen Brunson, too. To be fair, no one knew Jalen Brunson had this, but sure, if they developed him better, they probably would have had their point guard, their franchise point guard, but, I mean, just Nico Harrison, I don't know what you do. There is no way you could get another job as a GM anywhere. I mean, seriously, the fact that you did this trade with Luka, specifically with the Lakers, you did not shop him. You arguably didn't even get the best deal. Obviously, talk about not including Austin Rivers in the deal, and you also essentially inspired Luka. It's like, okay, here's his knock. Like, he's a little overweight, maybe a bit lazy, but yeah, he was still one of the top 10 players in the league. And now the fact that he is balling. It's his team now over the Lakers till LeBron gets back. And
even when LeBron's back, it's still his team.
I mean, yeah, exactly. It's the Luka Lakers now, but Luka's great. He's just starting to get in his prime. And Nico Harrison, his legacy is gone. I don't know. I mean, you truly the most hated man in
legacy.
Everybody.
I mean, there is no legacy. I mean, there was fair.
No,
there wasn't a legacy to start, but your legacy is known as you made the worst trade in NBA history. And everybody hates you. People were rioting. They somehow did get to the playoffs. They won the play-in, but that was just all fluke in a weak NBA to begin with.
Someone just went to. There's a video just recently just surfaced like a couple hours ago where he was out with his family in the restaurant, and a bunch of people went up to him while he was in the restaurant. It says Nico Harrison. He's like, "Yeah, it's nice to meet you. Fuck you from everybody from Dallas," and bounced on
He's
him.
gonna get that the rest of his life until they win a title.
So he's gonna get that until he leaves Dallas. Once he gets out of Dallas, go ahead.
Yeah, once he leaves Dallas, they won't care. But
no, I still think he's recognizable. You didn't know who Nico. Most people didn't know who Nico Harrison.
Yeah, I just don't care that the Mavericks suck.
Yeah, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Remember Nico Harrison in a year. Within a year, he comes down.
I think his name will be notorious
yeah.
for a long time. Nico Harrison.
Mavs fans are gonna hate him forever, but I don't care already.
But people will always know Nico Harrison. Like that'll be a Jeopardy question, trivia question, a name that will be in people's minds.
A fun bit of sports trivia. My thing is
Ricky Branch with moving Brooklyn Dodgers to L.A. and Art Modell moved the Browns to the Ravens, and the guy who moved the Colts from Baltimore to Indy. They hate those people. But Nico Harrison has the recency bias.
Well, sure.
Make it worse.
Well, they got what's his name in that rigged lottery, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it was his pick. That was that pick.
Exactly.
It wasn't the Lakers pick.
No, but I'm saying
that's a rabbit hole if you want to go.
They did. No, I'm saying they did rig the lottery to give him Cooper Flag, right? But that obviously
okay to start.
Yeah, that hasn't really done what they thought it was going to do. And by the way, why would it? He's new. Like, I think everybody's still going off of this ridiculous, I'll say LeBron model, and someone will tell me why I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. LeBron showed up and was instantly very, very good at playing in the professional, basketball. But most of these, think about all of the contemporaries that he has been with, like the real stars of the NBA, right? Most of them had a few seasons of getting there. You know what I mean? Like, can you name another person who took to it like fish in water? I can name probably two. It's not a lot. And so why would you get rid of Luka entering his prime for a kid who has a couple of years before he ends up in his prime?
There's a whole Pandora's box. A lot of it conspiracy based, like the fact that did the new owners really want this to have a reason to move out of Dallas to go to Vegas? That's been brought up.
They just built that new fucking casino, didn't they?
I know, yeah. That's why they're fucked up owners.
Casino and apartment complex in that.
There's no way they're
fucked up
Dallas.
Owners. They don't care.
The owners paid for the damn thing. Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban's casino.
Mark Cuban owns the casino in the fucking.
Yeah.
But he doesn't own. He doesn't have the majority.
He's a minority owner. Do you think that he's gonna let the majority owners F his fucking investment? No.
Well, I don't see why not. If he wanted to bounce, he can't really say much. He don't hold the cards.
You could fucking pitch a fit.
What? You could pitch a fit. He don't give a fuck.
He's smart. You guys gotta understand. There's like 4 billionaires, 5 billionaires we can all name. He is one of them. He's a very famous man. Yeah, the majority owners are not famous. They're rich. They're not famous. He's rich and famous.
You're talking about NBA owners or just owners in
just generally speaking. Generally speaking.
You realize that they did not even consult him on this fucking trade because and everybody.
He's a minority owner.
Why would not be happening? Well, exactly. If they want to move to Vegas, why are they going to consult? They ain't going to give a fuck.
Exactly. They're rich enough that they could do that.
Because if the guy from Shark Tank finds out you're going to leave him holding an empty bag of a casino in Dallas, he's going to try and stop you. I'm just saying that he's going to.
He was on Shark Tank. He's not on that show no more.
But you know what I'm saying? That's kind of the point I make.
Yeah, they probably.
He ultimately obviously wants the team to do well, but he mostly just needs the team to play in his casino because that's where he's making his money back. So if they leave, he can't do that. So he'll be willing to let them trade away their good players, but he's not going to let them leave.
I really think that they are so rich that they don't even give a fuck there. Yeah. Like they're that rich.
If they buy him out, they won't care. Yeah.
So anyways,
what's going to happen?
The whole ordeal in Dallas, there are reports even today that they're just going to blow it up.
That's crazy.
Send AD out to another team who's a sucker, or Kyrie when he comes back. Or
Who
I
would you
mean, just
send
leave
them?
Cooper Flag. I don't know. That's what I don't know. That's
I
the
know.
thing
I would
going on.
keep Kyrie. I would keep Kyrie because you don't know what's gonna happen. He's supposed to be coming to have fucking. If you can get something for fucking Davis, I
Dude,
will
at some
try to
point
do that.
someone's gonna be like, you know what? I don't want Anthony Davis.
I mean, you're gonna take him for cashes. Then it was like someone's gonna get around to give him expired contracts. If you pick someone up, I mean, you do that. Like Clippers just lost Beal for the year. I mean, Clippers might want to do something.
Yeah, but Nico Harrison, your name will be infamous forever.
Well, he should move to Canada.
Yeah,
Probably will
in all
now.
seriousness, yeah, I agree. Oh well. I want to introduce you guys to somebody. This person, this person is going to be a big fucking deal if they haven't already. Do you guys know who Audi Crooks is?
I feel like I know that name. Is she an athlete?
That's right. Audi Crooks is going to be a better WNBA player than Caitlin Clark.
Oh, the
She is
bigger one.
going in college football. Also Iowa State.
Football.
Audi Crooks
Basketball. Basketball.
Audi Crooks is a standout sophomore at Iowa State. She averages 23 points per game and shoots over 60% from the floor. She is an extremely dominant player. She's about 6'1", and she's badass. Let me show you. Jose, you'll love Audi Crooks. You ready to see what she looks like?
Yeah.
All right, let me set that up really quick. So this is Audi Crooks. Like almost like a Shaquille O'Neal for the women's coach. For women's hoops. That's Audi Crooks.
She probably shoots better than Shaq.
Well, look at this. Just last night, she scored 43 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists, and played the entire 20 minutes.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's a ton of stamina.
I mean, she did that all in 20 minutes.
Now Crooks
But
traveled earlier. This is what the left.
Your personnel and your kids and how they'll step up in the moment.
Fade away.
Big 12
Crooks the
basketball.
Touch. Up and over, foul. Crooks long two in the first half.
Wow.
You guys ready for Audi Crooks mania?
Hey, I mean, Iowa State. What do they got going on in that state of Iowa?
Wrestling.
Because Iowa and Iowa State have both now, sourced and produced 2 phenomenally talented basketball players. So that's kind of weird. But what if she ends up in Indiana too? Oh.
Yes. That would be pretty insane. She's actually from Iowa too. She went to Bishop Garwin in Algona, Iowa. And yeah, she's a center for Iowa State.
Where did what's her name go?
I think Caitlin Clark's also from Iowa.
That's what I'm saying. She's definitely from there. I'll look it up real quick.
Do you think Audi Crooks can be a big deal?
No.
Why not?
What do you mean no?
Her weight.
What about her
that's
weight?
what makes her special.
Yeah, you're great in the long. It's just like the fucking.
They tell Shaq to lose weight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Jose didn't tell Shaq to do shit.
Yeah, but look how Shaq went to shits after a bunch of years. It's the same shit.
After.
Yeah, she'll have like. I'm not saying she'll probably have 1 or 2 good years. Sure, why not?
That's what most
after
people
that,
get.
no. But WNBA, you got look at Diana Taurasi, 20 years. You're not gonna get that with her.
I don't know.
Or Sue Bird, 15 years.
Well, she'll lose weight.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Her dominance.
This is
gone.
crazy.
She went
to Dowling Catholic, and where did this lady go?
Something, but somewhere famous. I don't know, but watch out for Audi Crooks, my dudes. Crooks.
Watch out for the WNBA players. The people that watch WNBA. The 2 people in the world.
They both went. They both went to Catholic schools in Iowa. I'm just saying, whatever the archdiocese in Iowa has got going on, they've been recruiting some monsters in the women's division of basketball. So, if you want to be a big star, in the WNBA for whatever that is
He
worth.
literally
as Jose
shares the
mentioned.
name Audi. I think it's Audi Crooks.
Yeah, Audi. Yeah, but
Never met
yeah.
anybody named Audi.
If you want to be a pro baller, you got to make your way to Iowa. Those cornfields, they're good for the soul and they're good for their basketball.
Clearly.
She also did shot put, in case you're wondering.
Oh man, Brock Lesnar's enemy.
You mean Brock Lesnar's daughter?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool if they had a one-on-one face-off, do it on YouTube?
They're
Just
both
cause.
big enough. Yeah.
Hey, yo. Audi Crooks. You heard it here first on Productive Conversations. Okay. I meant to do this on Tuesday, but we ran out of time. So we're going to do it right now. This is the top 5 trash trendy foods from Will Mills again. You might remember, he's been on the show before. Will Mills, top 10 trash trending foods. Like, what do you guys think is a trending food? What would you say is, for instance?
That's trash or just a trending food?
Trending food, for instance, like avocado toast. Just stupid. Or, I don't fucking know. Give me some.
Fruit roll-ups had a moment not long ago.
Fruit roll-ups. Wasn't seeing
Doritos
that
should
one.
be up there.
Doritos?
Doritos.
I don't know. Well,
I think those are pretty classic. Those are timeless. What about what's it called? What was I about to say? I literally,
like a cosmopolitan?
No, remember, I mean, this is probably an old trend, but the frappuccinos that look like puke? Or unicorn one. Unicorn frappe or whatever from Starbucks.
Yeah, you're boggling my mind, but we're back here. All right, top 5 trash trendy foods from Will Mills.
Avocado toast.
Avocado toast. But we stop lying to ourselves, son. This shit is gross, man. There's nothing special about it, son. You know what I mean? All it is guacamole on bread, son. Give me some tortilla chips, man. This shit is nasty, man. Pack this up.
Facts.
At the number 4 spot, we got Starbucks coffee. I don't even drink coffee, but when I do, it's not gonna be this nasty shit. I'll get me a cup of coffee from the gas station before I drink this. Pack this overpriced bullshit up. Get it out of here. At the number 3 spot, we got matcha. Yuck. I don't even know how this shit got so popular, but this right here is disgusting. This shit tastes like green hay. If I wanted to eat some liquid grass, I go pick some out my yard and throw it in the blender. Pack this shit up, son. At the number 2 spot, we got Dubai chocolate. Ugh. I'm convinced anytime you slap an exotic name on anything, everybody go rush to buy it.
I love Dubai
This shit
chocolate.
is nasty, son. This shit tastes like peanut butter coated coconut dipped in doo-doo. Pack this up. And at the number 1 spot, any pumpkin spice flavored item. First of all, pumpkin itself is gross, and pumpkin spice ain't nothing but nutmeg. That shit is nasty, son. Anybody who enjoy anything pumpkin spice, you need to go get your palate checked. You don't know what good food tastes like. The number 1 spot. At the number 5.
Dude is so right about the avocado toast. And I don't even think it's trendy, but you eat guacamole on toast then.
Well, I think you need to put more on it than that. But
so is
egg
eating
whites
kale.
on the side, throw like a
You
slice
get
of bacon
like some
on it.
salt and lemon in that bad boy.
I agree with Will Mills on this one. He's correct on.
Yeah, this motherfucker, you see raspy voice because he's not eating good. That's what the fuck problem is. Fucking sounding like he fucking Busta Rhymes.
Well, one, I'll say the matcha. We know why that's popular because matcha, along with things like vitamins and nootropics, can help sharpen your mind, keep you focused. And we talked about that at the beginning of the show. But I do have to say, the pumpkin spice thing, that feels like a very old comment. Like, there was a time where I think pumpkin spice was overrated and was in everything. But I think that they've mostly backed it down now. I think the things that are pumpkin spice now are like
October.
Well, no, I mean just generally, like over the years, we used to be like pumpkin spice socks. Now everything we've settled down, and every October we roll out pumpkin spice, but it's only on a few select items, and it's generally pretty good. But he's 100% right. Starbucks is not a good place for coffee. I will
and
agree
that's
with
why they're
him.
closing a lot of their stores.
I thought Wendy's is closing all their stores.
I saw that.
Probably not because of their
Well,
coffee.
they're closing 300 stores. To be fair,
That's still a lot of fucking stores. I mean, I'm surprised. Fucking
out
Burger
of the 3 in Norwalk, there's one.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them is definitely going. Which one do you think it is?
I already know. It's the one. It's the fucking one by
Coles.
No, that's too popular. It's the one by the fire. Yes, that one gotta go. That one's gonna go.
I don't even remember there being one there.
That's why it's gonna go.
The new Canyon Ave?
There's only 2 Wendy's in Norwalk.
There's the one
right?
on Westport Ave, Connecticut. The one
Westport
you're talking
Ave.
about, the one
Where's
by
the one
Broad River.
Ave?
It's by what's it called? The Westport Ave is like
essentially across
from
the
Stu's.
street. Yeah.
Oh, that one can go. Actually, that one goes because
they won't. Nothing else can go there. They'll keep that one.
Well, they ain't gonna give 2 shits. If them motherfuckers want to go, they're gonna go. Just
no, I'm telling you, they're not gonna want an empty building. The city is gonna say keep that one.
Can't you say that about any of the Wendy's though?
Yeah, exactly.
No. Hold on. Yes, but think of the other buildings. They're easier to fill. There's nothing in there. It's Leslie fucking Pool. It's the liquor store, BevMax, and it's Wendy's. That's it. There's nothing else there. They can't. They won't fill that.
We're still dying for a salad place and all, like a chopped just salad. That
I don't think that would be a good place to put that though.
But Jose, you think the Connecticut Ave one's safe?
I think it's the most popular one.
By Kohl's? Yeah, I think that one's safe too. I think it's the third one.
That one getting touched. It's either the one in New Canaan Ave or one in fucking Westport Ave. It's one of those 2. And I think it's New Canaan Ave because you have no reason to go by there. At least Westport Ave is like, it's a main road. You're on Route 1. So, I mean, you're going by there. So it just makes more traffic over there. Who the fuck goes to New Canaan Ave anymore?
Wendy's was the best place. Wendy's was the best fast food, turned it to the worst fast food in about 15 years. I was actually kind of surprised to hear Wendy's is going because people do like that place.
I still like it enough.
I mean, it's trash now, but people like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think if I still ended up needing fast food, Wendy's is still an option in my brain, right?
Wendy's. All right. Let's do a question of the day. I got a few. This will be our first ever celebrity question of the day questioner.
Oh, they're going to ask us? It's like Jeopardy?
That's right. Welcome. This is the first ever celebrity asking a question of the day. We are going to include the New York Giants running back Cam Skattaboo, who's going to be asking us the question of the day. You ready, Ryan and Jose? Here's the question of the day featuring Cam Skattaboo.
Do you turn your head to eat a taco, or do you turn the taco for you? Like, are you dominant to the taco, or does the taco do you turn your head for the taco?
So you guys, do you turn your head for the taco or you eat it straight on? And I never realized it. I was like, I do kind of turn my head when I eat a taco.
It depends. It depends on the taco. If you're getting some fucking cheap taco.
Taco though, if you're turning the taco.
Go ahead. He's gonna answer.
Oh, I got. Sorry. Just there was the other half of this. This is Cam's answer.
I turn my head, but go ahead.
It's about the dominance of the taco though. Like, if you're turning the taco, you're dominating the taco.
I'm sure he believes that, which is an insane thing. So hard shell, you got to turn your head, right? If you have a soft shell taco, you can manipulate the taco a little bit, and you don't have to move your head. So that's just the truth. So if you have a soft taco, you can dominate it easily. But as soon as the taco gets hard, you are officially in the submissive position.
Best tacos I've ever had was in Jersey City. It was a half flour, half. It was weird. It's like a shell. It was a soft shell, but it was flour based, and it was the most sane thing I've ever had. I have never seen one place have tacos like that. So delicious. Shit, I might go this weekend just to go back there. But I think they moved since I was last there. But I actually have a couple of other questions of the day to share. But I do turn my head. Jose, you said turn your head. What do you do, Brian?
I mostly eat soft shell, so I mostly don't turn my head.
What a pussy. Jesus. Come on, Ryan. Get the hard shell in there.
Hard shell, you got to turn your head. You can't hold a hard shell taco like this and just go. That's not going to work. You got to. But I guess I just answered my question, didn't I? No, I don't turn my head. I turn the taco. I just don't have to turn a taco when it's soft shell because it's soft. You can just do what you want with it.
All right, my next question of the day. What's better, everybody? KFC or Popeyes? Who has better chicken?
Better chicken.
Popeyes.
Yeah. I think I might go Popeyes too.
Who the fuck goes to KFC?
I used to.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, one, because there wasn't a Popeyes around. But two, I mean, you got the biscuits, you got the mashed potatoes, you got the mac and cheese. I think
doesn't Popeyes have the same thing?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying they do all that stuff good. Get KFC, I like it there, but I think you could get all of that at Popeyes, and the chicken's better, which is why I'm going Popeyes.
Popeyes is also better chicken.
Yeah.
But it just has a better crunch. KFC, I don't know. I feel like KFC chicken and grocery store chicken is the same.
Yes, a rotisserie chicken from like Stop and Shop tastes an awful lot like.
But KFC. It's so ironic because KFC has the very best potato wedges in the world.
See, Matt gets it.
Like you have
the sides are great at KFC, but the chicken is just not as good.
11 herbs and spices. One of the funniest TikToks I've ever seen was a guy who claimed to be Colonel Sanders' grandson. Okay. Who just told the recipe on how to make it. And he was making it such a dramatic video. And I'm watching it and I'm like, are we allowed to see this? Why is this giving me anxiety? He talks and puts the recipe behind him. Yeah. Some weird thing, but the Popeyes is better. I do agree. All right, next one. Who has better hamburgers? Burger King, McDonald's, or Wendy's? Who has better hamburgers? I think it's an obvious answer. And the obvious answer is Burger King. I have to say, whether Burger King is weirdly underrated. They're better than you think. They're good now. And I think Burger King's burger, and when you smell the Burger King from driving on the highway, at least they actually make it on the grill compared to when I was traumatized as a teenager and saw McDonald's just put the patty in like almost a cabinet and it came out and it's a cooked patty. Son of a bitch. At least Burger King will make it on a damn grill. I don't even know what the hell Wendy's is doing. It was weird.
I mean, I don't know, but so McDonald's, I agree. They're not making it on a grill. I don't know what they're doing. They're very addictive, but they're not.
They're just so good at being a great brand, despite having mid to trash food.
But I never once liked Burger King's burgers. I barely even get Burger King if I go, and I haven't been in a long time. I get them the chicken fries, or I get the original chicken sandwich. I used to love wild, but I go for chicken at Burger King because I don't really like their burgers that much. So I'm gonna have to say
Burger King's fries.
Oh yeah, Burger King has good fries.
They're probably the best fries in the fast food game.
Yeah, I agree with that. I guess I have to say honestly, I would probably, if I pulled up off the highway and I needed to get fast food and there was a Wendy's and a Burger King, I'd probably still roll the dice on Wendy's.
Despite them closing a lot of their
Despite the odds, yeah, I'm probably still rolling the dice on Wendy's. I think that when Wendy's is on, it's the best burger of the three by far.
You want to know, talk about burgers? I'll share a story I never told anybody. When I was out with my ex, right, earlier this year, I actually went to a restaurant in Norwalk. I don't know. I'll say it off, right? Joe passed the time. I'll remember this because we watched the Lions. What was it? Yeah, it was a playoff game in January. I think it was when the Lions lost to the Commanders, right?
Okay.
And
yeah.
I remember just eating a nice meal, enjoying ourselves, right? And I actually had probably the best burger I've ever had when I was in Norwalk. The very best burger I've ever had in Norwalk in my life was at this particular spot. But this embarrassing moment was so bad that I will save the embarrassment, right? But I always think every day, you know what, when I need to treat myself, I still need to go to this burger because the place here also has trash service. Very, very, very bad service, this place, despite amazing food. Very popular, towny, but I did not like the service. And then this traumatized. If you guess, I won't say it on air to be fair.
I'll tell
you off air
until after, yeah.
But we are just enjoying our time. And it was all that these touties here looking and like hanging out, right? Or at least they were older people, right? And there's this guy chilling with his beer. And I knew this relationship was somewhat doomed because we shared this embarrassing moment. The guy, you saw him and he looked like my old friend's dad. Now I have that image too. It's just this big, fat, fucking guy, messy. He probably goes to bed and every morning, right? Bro picks up his leg. It has the meanest, loudest, wettest fart I've ever heard in my life.
That's fucking wild.
It was like, blah, 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 blah. And you could see him do a facial expression. I don't think he realized we happened to be looking his direction. You see him like look, if you see those watch on YouTube, he has one eye closed, puts his mouth out, and he's like, they trying to let it out. It was one of the worst things I've experienced in 2025. And we looked at each other laughing, but embarrassed. And I think we just went to bed that night because after seeing that, it was so gross. But yet the best burger I've had in Norwalk was at that spot. And I'm conflicted because when I don't usually Uber Eats, I usually pick it up because of fees and everything. But I don't want to see the bad service people there either. So I might have to just bite the bullet. And they're the type of restaurant. One of the things is hilarious to notice when you look at these Uber Eats couriers and the fact that they purposely raise their prices more just because it's an Uber Eats. Like, that's so ridiculous. Like, come on. You just have to go with the times. But that's my story about burgers and just a horrendous experience. And I think I lost a bet that night too, so I was also pissed that I was so confident it would go. All right, nuclear opinion, and then we'll take you into the weekend.
That's right.
Ryan, start us off the nuclear opinion.
All right, here comes my nuclear opinion. The New York Jets, the Jetropolitans. I'm sitting here now, and I am watching this score. I'm not watching the game, but I'm watching the score here. We're losing 27-14 at the time of my talk, but that's actually not what I want to talk about. We're 2-7. Of course we're losing. But Breece Hall, 14 carries, 58 yards. 14 carries, 58 yards. He is allegedly one of possibly the top 10 running backs in professional football right now. And honest to goodness, he's less than 10 yards ahead of Justin Fields for rushing. Let this poor man go, Woody Johnson. Just let him go. I'm saying I'm wearing. You can see I'm wearing it. I'm wearing Jets pride because they're playing today, and I know we're not going to win. But just let the poor kid leave. We let Sauce Gardner go, right? We gave that to him. We're never going to let Garrett Wilson go. That he's the one who's stuck, and we get that. But poor Breece Hall, he could be doing so much better. And here's the thing: running backs have such a limited window, right? Like their career is factually just so much shorter than anybody else's. And he is wasting his career in New York. And I'm saying this as a fan. He's wasting his career with us. Just trade him, more picks, something. Let him go, get as much as you can out of him. It'll be better for him. And again, Woody, if you're listening, you're atrocious. Your head coach is atrocious. All of you need to leave. But yeah, generally speaking, that's my nuclear opinion. As a Jets fan, it's time for us to set Breece Hall free. Not now, not later, not next season. Now. I don't think we can now. I think they're past the trade deadline. But
yeah, apparently the Chiefs offered a fourth for him, and the Jets said no. They would rather have a third. Not that would make a difference at this point, but insane. I mean, to be fair, I think the Chiefs should have ponied up. So it's
I
on
agree.
both of them, but still, damn shame. Jose, what's your nuclear opinion?
Nuclear opinions for everybody in my fantasy league to stop sending me bullshit trades because they're desperate to win and they're all taking L's. So fuck everybody that's on my league that's listening to the podcast. Thank you.
I, by the way, have actually got the same record as the New York Jets.
Really?
Yeah, I'm 2-8, so not quite, but they'll be there. They'll be there in a minute.
What's your percentage to make the playoff? 5?
1.
Ooh, you're fucked.
Oh yeah, no. My hope at this point is not to get the fantasy punishment. My hope is I can sneak ahead of one person and make that person do the fantasy punishment. This is
What's
not
the punishment?
not in your league, Matt. It's the Waffle House bit where you have to spend all day at a Waffle House and eat waffles to go home. So
all
we'll
you have
see
to
how
do
that
is
goes.
just eat waffles.
No, you have to spend
That's
24
impressive.
hours in a Waffle House and like
Come on, is
each
somebody actually
waffle's
gonna
an
do
hour.
that?
Someone's
Well, it
actually
might
gonna
be
spend
me
24
at this
hours.
point.
No one's gonna monitor that. Or does it have to be just trust the word?
I mean, I'll probably send messages and videos to everybody.
I mean, you could
if
go to
that's
Waffle
me.
House and then go home. That's probably what'll happen. No one's gonna spend 24 hours at Waffle House. Really? You think
I
so?
mean-
Are they strict on this?
If it were me, I'd probably try. Yeah. If I lose, that's what we agreed to, right?
But say there's another person in your league who does get last.
Oh,
and
I mean, we got cheaters all over that league, so who knows?
then in that case, fuck your league.
Yeah, fuck your league.
My nuclear opinion. This is gonna sound so unclassy and trashy, but
Okay.
I planned Saturday night. My plans get canceled. I was like, okay, what could I do with myself? I'll always do my go-to watch a movie, maybe even 2 movies, but maybe I'll get something to drink. It's like, you know what can I do? I go to a liquor. I specifically my go-to liquor store. I like to go to Total Wine, but I'm gonna go to a hardcore. To be fair, a hood liquor store because they won't judge me as hard. And I was like, I got myself a 40 ounce of malt liquor. I was like, wow, this is $3. This is the same size of a beer at Yankee Stadium for $24. And you know what? What did I get? I didn't get the Steel Reserve. What's the other one of 40? There's the other famous one. Not Steel Reserve, but I drank a lot of 40s in college, but God, I do want to remember this. The famous 40 brands.
The famous 40 brands. I didn't know that there were specifically.
You know what's
famous
funny?
40
It's just
brands.
beer, but the fact they call it malt liquor just also adds to it. Not Colt 45, but
I know that
one. What is it? It's really famous. Not King Cobra. Carter Blanc.
Carter Blanc. Okay.
Carter Blanc, I think. No,
Not heard of them, but I mean, I don't typically drink 40s, so.
Not anymore either. Ah, jeez. No, an Old English. That's what it was. I got a 40 ounce of Old English.
Oh, Old English. That sounds
and I
fancy.
was like, this tastes pretty damn good. I mean, I wouldn't. if you poured me this in a pitcher, I would not have known. You could told me this was some famous IPA or something.
Okay.
It was great. It was $3 instead of buying like a 6-pack for whatever.
Much more than $3, yeah.
Honestly, 40 ounces are great. It was the best $3 I spent that week. I don't know if I'll go back. Maybe every once. I'd have to do something like. I'm a 40. I remember sending the pic to the group chat with the freaking brown paper bag. I was like, man, there's something. This is a funny bit, but I should feel a little shame at the same time. But you know what? I'm happy I did it.
Hey, you're not the only person who walked in there. They wouldn't be selling them if nobody was buying them, right? So.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's just beer. But when they call it malt liquor, there's something to it.
In Philly, we were walking around. We wanted extra, so we went and got what just said malt, and didn't just say malt liquor. There was a brand of some kind, and we drank that while we were walking around Philadelphia, getting to our hotel. My wife and I. So that's the only time I've ever bought 40 ounce.
Jose, are you surprised? Ryan's only had 140 ounce in his life.
Not at all.
Are you surprised that I've had one?
I mean, you went to college, so I assume you at least tried it once and were like, ew, this is dumb. But
I had graduated, by the way. I was
and I was just thinking about the 40, like all these memories came back. I remember I'm in a fraternity in college, and even a president for one, and there was this trend going on, Edward 40 hands, where the idea is
you tape the
hands and you finish. Now that 40 didn't take me all night to drink. I will say that. I'm somewhat proud of myself for that. It took me literally all night to drink that whole thing. And I was I was pretty buzzed after. Like,
I've seen people do that one. I've not obviously partaken.
But I don't know if obviously it was a college city years ago, so I don't know if it's a thing now. I would assume it must be.
I'm sure there's a version, right? Maybe call it something different.
And then the funniest thing, like
Skibbity 40 hands or something, but you
have these socials, and a lot of them are themes, right? Toga party, fucking happy, whatever, right? And there was one. I don't know. Would it be rude to say? Because they just like, let's do the trashiest, laziest theme. And there were like good elaborate ones. Beach theme. Like I said, yoga parties or whatever. You know what? Here's going to be the theme. 40s and blunts. I can't tell you who the fraternity decided to have this with, because it would offend people. Because it's very much fucked up. I'm going to pick this group of girls to do this with, because we know that they would be classless enough to do it. So I'm not gonna say, but I'll say that offline. But 40s and blunts, like you go out of your way to have these elaborate parties in college to impress girls, and then these ones.
You need a little break. You need a little break sometimes.
The idea is you had to wear a jersey and get a 40 and blunts. Like literally, you're wearing a Jets jersey. That's like, oh come on,
yes.
That's a waste of time. Come on, at least try. I know you don't look at these people the same as the sororities, to be fair, but damn, I came back 40s and blunts. The part.
That's wild.
We are right. Great.
Was it well attended at least?
From what I remember, I feel like, when you're smoking blunts and drinking 40s, you're just sitting around, and like these are the girls you're not, to be fair, like trying to holla at. So I think it was. I don't think it was a lot. Yeah, maybe. There's definitely some.
Well, yeah, it's a fraternity party, no matter what, right? But
I think, even those were the slowest Saturday nights at the time, Saturday and Friday nights. The idea that you would just go from one hardcore party on a Friday night to a Saturday night, do the exact same thing. That's insane to think now.
Well, now we're 30 now.
Yeah. And at the time I thought like, I can do this until my 80s. I was done with it by 25.
Yep.
26.
I'm with you.
Maybe 27. Anyways, different time. Ryan and Jose, great work as always. We will see you next week with a college football recap of Week 11. A college football recap Week 12, NFL Week 11, NBA, tweet caps, and a lot of fun stuff in between. So we'll see you then. Have a good, fun, and safe weekend. Good night.
Yeah.